Welcome back to whatever this is again. No, I said I would probably never make another video. Did I say that? I don't think I said that. Well, if I did, just kidding. Because today I was inspired
Greatly so.
to rank the male characters of Twilight from worst to best. These are my opinions. I am entitled to them. You can have different opinions from me, and that's cool. That's allowed. So don't come for me, because I'm right. Okay. So, the worst male Twilight character, in my opinion, and should be in your opinion too, James, immediately. Just absolutely gross. He looks feral.
He triggers my fight or flight response.
He doesn't wear a shirt. Ever. Actually, he does wear a shirt. He steals it from the man he murdered because he eats people. We do not stand non-vegetarian vampires in this house. He definitely also looks like someone who, if he needed to drive a car, he would drive a rusty piece of shit, old-ass car with a pristine painting of the Confederate flag on top of it.
Thank you for that addition, Rosie. She agrees.
He does have a power, though. He's a tracker. It's not that cool, in my opinion. Like, not that great. Not cool. Number 2. This should not be controversial. Jacob from the second half of New Moon to Breaking Dawn. Stephenie Meyer did him dirty. She did him dirty. Very dirty. Also, the whole love triangle thing, not cool. Honestly, that's not Jacob. That's Stephenie. He imprinted on a child, on a baby, fresh out the womb. That nasty CGI monstrosity ass popped right up out. Was just born. And he was like, you know what? I'd tap that. No, absolutely not. 3rd, Aro. Just like his hairline freaks me out. Also, he has a power, which is like tight. But he has to touch you to be able to read your thoughts. And
Edward Cullen could never.
Ethernet cable ass, gross, disgusting. He's also an elitist because he collects powerful vampires. And that's not cool. If I was a vampire, I would not have a power. Actually, if I was a vampire, I would have a power. The power of procrastination. Number 4, Caius.
He just looks like Jeffree Star.
Number 5, my boy Mike Newton. Now listen, in a world where vampires and werewolves don't exist, Bella would probably end up with Mike Newton.
I almost called him Fake Newton.
Mike is your generic white boy. But he just like won't take no for an answer because he's like high-key obsessed with Bella.
Newsflash, Bella's not into you, bruh. Can you not just be a friend?
He's one of those guys that just cannot have girls that are only friends, and that is a red flag. Number 6. This one's gonna make some people upset. Mainly one of my cousins. Jasper. Fucking, in my opinion, he's not that attractive.
He looks like Michael Cera in the first movie, and he just awkwardly stares and is creepy, and that's not it. That's not the look.
Also emotionally manipulative, and that's literally his power, is being an emotionally manipulative white boy. He was a Confederate soldier, and when he was reminiscing about that, didn't seem very sorry. So
Not cool.
he like gives me super big Republican vibes, like he's from the South. So like negative 1 trillion points right there. Also, he tries to eat Bella. That's not cool. Righty, so 7 is the Laurent. He deserved better. Tried to eat Bella that one time. That's why he died. He does bring up a very important topic that Twilight needs more representation of people of color in different ethnicities because there's not enough of that in this entire film series. Not enough. Number 8 is Samuel Lee from Twilight, not from New Moon. They recast that actor and they didn't need to. He was great. What was wrong with him? He's also the OG of not wearing shirts at inappropriate times. Number 9 is Tyler Crowley. You know him as my boy who almost hit Bella with a van. He threw Twizzlers at Bella. And he kissed her without her consent in the cafeteria. Bit nasty, disgusting, gross. Although, I will say, he was kind of the catalyst of Edward and Bella's relationship, because if he hadn't almost squashed her with his van, would she have figured out that Edward was a vampire? Probably. She probably would have gotten it. Number 10 is my boy Eric. He's just a nice guy. There's nothing really special about him. He's king of the friend zone. I will say he does have some pretty great quotes.
Future's dead, Angela. Don't bring it up again. Hey, the push, baby. You in?
Number 11 is Jacob from Post New Moon. Not Post. Jacob pre-New Moon. He was a great friend. He's useful. Got very good skills. He's a mechanic.
The wig, absolutely horrible. Someone needed to fucking take that off of his head. He did not need that wig. It was not good.
Absolute king. Deserved better. Once he turned into a werewolf, absolute trash. He wasn't overly aggressive and assertive with Bella.
At that point, he wasn't obsessed with one of her unfertilized eggs, which was like 10 points to him, for sure.
Number 12 is Marcus. My boy Marcus. Number 3 of the Volturi. He just really wants to die. That's a big mood. Big fucking mood. Huge mood. Imagine being turned into a vampire at the ripe age of 65 years old. Being immortal? 65.
I think not, no thank you.
Number 13 is Dr. Carlisle Cullen. Not gonna lie to you. Whenever he got his head ripped off in the fake vision scene in Breaking Down Part 2, I screamed in the theater. I was one of those people that screamed. I cried. He's a great father figure that he didn't even deserve to die in that scene. Invented vampire vegetarianism. 30 plus points to him. He's one of the only white men in history to obey Native American treaties. So thank you for that. Number 14 is Emmett, my boy Emmett, Himbo King.
He would definitely be in a frat, but he would be the nice one. I didn't go to college, but he would be in a frat.
Number 15 is Billy Black, number 2 father of the year. Handicap representation. He has a sick-ass jacket. King of keeping it real. Number 16, innocent boy Seth Clearwater did not even deserve to die in the fake vision scene in Breaking Down Part 2. Innocence at its finest. 17, my boy Edward. Drama queen. Effervescent. Snails. You watched Bella sleep. It's not cool, but she turned out to be into that kind of thing, so we all just kind of let it go. I didn't.
I'm not gonna let it go. I'm holding you accountable, Edward. What the fuck was that?
He has, like, big simp energy. He has some pretty great quotes. My favorite being the, you better hold on tight, spider monkey. What was that? Oh my god. Khakis are not cute. Also, his eyebrow game severely deteriorated throughout the entire franchise. Twilight, A1, golden, perfect. Number 18 is Mr. Molina, the biology teacher. Another catalyst for Edward and Bella's relationship. He's a great character. The number 1 spot. The best male Twilight character, in my opinion. Which is the only opinion that matters. Charlie Swan. Number 1 dad of the century. Famous ladies man. Mustache icon. He was a chief of police. Takes points away from him. However,
He's not like other cops.
he is kind of hung up on his ex, but he does eventually move on. He deserved to know about vampires. He does. He deserves to know. One of the best things that's ever happened to me was one of my friends misremembering that Charlie Swan was played by Billy Burke, and she thought he was played
By Johnny Depp.
And that is something that I need to see come to fruition, truly. Charlie Swan, as played by Johnny Depp. Could you imagine? Could you? Captain Jack Sparrow as Charlie Swan. I do have some final words, final thoughts.
Why did Twilight go so hard in the supportive dad department?
Literally lacked representation everywhere else, except good fatherly figures. Charlie, Billy, Carlisle. We have lack of diverse representation in our characters, double misrepresentation of Native Americans, except for the fact that Carlisle is the only white man to never break a treaty with Native American people. Like, not also a good representation of what a good romance is, either. The only good thing Twilight had going for it was that it has some, like, bomb-ass father figures. And, like, that's all we need. That's all we need. That's so hard to get. Sorry that you sat through all of this. You're probably disappointed with my list, but, it was my list, so I'm allowed to put who I want where. I would like to finish this by saying, if Stephenie Meyer does not release the finished edition of Midnight Sun on Monday, I'm gonna fling myself into the sun. Thank you.